There's been some issues in the Sheriff's Department about cooperating with other law enforcement agencies. Can you share with us what those issues are and maybe give us some examples of how you would solve some of those cooperation issues with other law enforcement agencies?
Well, I think, it comes down to, again, everybody, and not just the Sheriff's Office, there's a lot of law enforcement agencies out there that it seems to me that people want the credit. If something's great happens, people want the credit. And I think we need to stop worrying about whose name's on something, whose idea it was. We need to look at really best practices, not only in Oakland County, in Michigan, but across the United States. If there's, things like I said, I talked to the undersheriff in Midland County. They're stopping take-home cars. They're making sure that every officer at the end of the day turns their light switches off and shuts their computers down. It's little things like that you can, like how simple is that? But not reinventing the wheel. We're going to have to work together. Our aviation unit, for instance, there's a Michigan aviation cooperative that the state police, the National Guard, the Coast Guard belong to. And if, for instance, there's a situation where you would need the helicopter, okay? Somebody calls the state police for something in Monroe County, but there's not a close helicopter. So now this helicopter, let's say the state police helicopter, has to fly all the way through Oakland County to get to Monroe County. What they would like to do is to have us be in this cooperative, so if the state police has a situation where they need an aviation asset, they can call the sheriff's office. The closest aviation asset would go, which would save resources, save gas. Fuel in a helicopter is about, it costs about $300 to $400 an hour to run. Let's get the closest law enforcement. It doesn't really matter who it is. When somebody's drowning or somebody's lost, you want the closest resource. So let's get the closest resource. Let's belong, but for whatever reason, this sheriff's administration does not want to belong to this asset with the state police.
So another change we could make.
Another change we could make.
Jane Boudreau as Oakland County
Absolutely,
Sheriff.
absolutely.
Okay.